What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode number 4 of the AC Milan career mode. We are well into the season now. We're going to have a jam-packed episode with a lot of games. We are going to simulate one game out of these next 5, but that will be it for this episode. We might actually get to this Liverpool game as well. I haven't decided if I wanted to play it yet, but as you can see, the games we got coming up: Roma, Fiorentina, Copenhagen, Sassuolo, and Sampdoria. I would usually simulate maybe 2 of those games, but as of right now, Roma sitting in 2nd place, Fiorentina in 5th, Sassuolo in 7th, and Sampdoria in 9th. So all of these teams having pretty good seasons. We'll probably simulate the Sampdoria game, but we'll get into the other 4, as well as a game in the Champions League against Copenhagen. We'll actually go check out the Champions League group stage right now as well to show you guys where we're at. 3 games in, sitting in 2nd place, 1 point behind Liverpool. They did beat us very, very convincingly in the last episode. It was 3-2, but if you watched it, it really wasn't that close. So please be sure to go check out that video if you haven't already. And please be sure to give this one a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into this first game. And this game will actually be massive for us because now that we've simulated to the game, we're now sitting in 5th place, which is not where we want to be. I mean, we want to still finish top 4. Obviously, I've said it before, the goal of this season is not to win the Serie A. The goal of this season is to compete very well in Champions League. If we can win the Champions League, that'd be great. I don't know if we're at that level quite yet. But since we won the Serie A last season, it's not my goal to win it again this year. If we do, that would be great. But again, not the main goal. So we're going to go with a very solid team in this game. We're facing, obviously, a top 5 opponent, so I don't want to lose. I would much rather win. So we're going to pretty much go with the strongest lineup we can put out. Roma are going to have a very, very good lineup, as you guys are very well aware of. They've got João Felix up top now, though, in this save, as well as Charlie Patino in midfield, which is an interesting decision. But we're on a 5-3-2. Let's go ahead and get into this game. They've got rid of some players since last season, so maybe they're a little bit easier to face in the actual game, but we'll see. Don't know what that pass was. Reinders is going to look for a pass early to Elise. Elise going for the shot. Mancini in the way of it. That clearance isn't great either. Reinders is going to end up with it. Loftus-Cheek. Was that Rafael Leao that just ran into us? Oh my goodness, Rafael Leao taken out from behind, absolutely destroyed, and it looks like that could be a very, very dangerous challenge for them. A yellow card only. I skipped past the cutscene, unfortunately. Wasn't really trying to. Hopefully Rafael Leao is not hurt. Doesn't look like he is. We're going to wait for this overlapping run from Calabria. Try to swing it in. That was just terrible. Marcel going to skip past Calabria, though, trying to go in for a tackle. Should have just stayed neutral in the position. Marcel able to knock Calabria off the ball. Costa has to make the save. That is the first big chance of the game so far. A cross sent in, but we'll deal with it. Marcel inside to João Felix. João Felix making a move. Oh, Buongiorno getting in the way of that. Oh my goodness, Diogo Costa with the save. Reinders over here to Benacer. I don't love the option we had moving forward. Loftus-Cheek going to find Jimenez there. Not sure what Smalling was doing. I'm going to look back for Theo Hernandez. Back inside for Reinders. Thought about that pass to Elise, but couldn't get it to him. Rafael Leao with the shot now. We're not going to be able to clear it away just yet. Rafael Leao, another chance. And we'll find a way to score this time right here at the end of the first half. We take a 1-0 lead over Roma and put ourselves in position to potentially win this game. Terrible clearance there by Roma. I'm not sure what that player was doing. And then Rafael Leao using those defenders to his advantage, blocking the goalie from his vision. And yeah, 1-0. Elise, good tackle. We're going to get that to Jimenez. Jimenez back to Elise. Elise continuing to push forward. And we'll find the second, just a few minutes into the second half. We take a 2-0 lead over our rivals, Roma. And I'm really starting to enjoy Michael Elise over on that right side. If you didn't catch the last episode, it was either the last episode or the one before, he scored a banger of a free kick. First free kick I've scored in FC24 in one of these career modes, so it was exciting to see that. But yeah, be sure to go check that out. It was absolutely beautiful. Oof, Roma with a chance there, and we're able to clear it away. But now Jimenez finds Elise on another run. We're going to knock this one ahead. Pin! Ref! Is that actually a pin? Are they calling a handball? Oh, it's a free kick on the outside of the box. Get Elise back onto this one as well. I don't know if he can get it over the wall. and get this one in. But we'll try it. 3 bars. Yeah, just too much power that time. But also, the ref calls this a free kick, and I don't know how that's a free kick. I'll be honest. That looks like it's inside the box to me. And I feel like we should have had a penalty right there. I mean, we're still 2-0 up, so it's not, the worst thing ever, but call me crazy. Let me know in the comments down below how you felt about that one. Calabria with great defense. Gonna look inside early for Jimenez. Gonna wait for the run of Reinders. I see someone, at the back post. Loftus-Cheek was there, but Mancini with a good interception. Oh, good ball over the top to Bellotti. Making sure the defense gets back. Bellotti gonna go for the shot. Costa makes the save. It will fall out to this left wing for Zalewski, who will try to make some moves. Does get around the defender. Costa, another save. Trying to clear it away with Benacer, but it'll be a goal kick. We're all over them right now. They have not been able to move forward from their defense. Oh, and Pulisic almost got the tackle in there. Salamakers. Reinders. Shot. Ooh, very wide. And now just 2 minutes of added time. Roma pushing forward. They're going to find Spinazzola. Dybala, I thought he was offsides. I guess not, but that'll be the end of the game here. Referee will blow the whistle. 2-0 win over Roma. 3 points in the bag. We're going to overtake them in the standings, so we should be in the top 4 now. And that will technically move us into 3rd place. We are behind Inter Milan, not on goal difference, obviously, but on head-to-head matchup. And we're now a point ahead of Roma, still 3 behind Lazio. I'm waiting anxiously for our first game against them. I would love to play them so that we could try to overtake them at some point. We have a development here. Oh, of course. We're going to move Fontaine to a cam, and he does go up to 68 overall, which is nice to see. We're going to change his development plan as well. We'll just put him on the attacking midfielder development plan. I'm really excited about him. Looks like he could be a very good player for the future. He's already almost 70 overall, so come January, we might be able to call him up and then send him out on loan somewhere. That would be nice to see. We are now here to our match day against Fiorentina. They're sitting in 6th place. They're having a fantastic season, only 2 points behind us as of right now. So we're going to have to play a very strong team against them. But I think we might make a couple of changes. Loftus-Cheek's been really good. Reinders has been okay, but I'm going to start De Ketelaere. I want to get him some game time. I'm also going to start Kalulu out at right back instead of Calabria. But that's what we'll go with for this game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup that Fiorentina is going to go with. Ollie Watkins up top, and then you guys saw our lineup. So let's go ahead and get into this game. Diogo Costa having to make a save on an Ollie Watkins shot. I was moving the defense out of the way. I don't like how they've done it this year with switching players and with the right stick and, switching manually to players. They just never switch you to the right people. So, corner here, they took it short. Pinnock in the box with it. Soddle now. We're able to get a tackle in with De Ketelaere. Wanted to get that one to the keeper, but we'll be able to clear this one out. Loftus-Cheek. Oh, sending a beautiful ball to Rafael Leao. We're going to turn it around. Jimenez. Oh, I couldn't get it to Elise. Jimenez trying to get a tackle in. That one will be our ball. So 30 minutes gone, we'll have a throw in here. And we'll just throw it right to them. Hell yeah. Oh no, Teo Hernandez. I thought I could get to the ball. It doesn't look like we're going to get a card for it. But a pretty bad sliding challenge. I mean, I don't know why he went after the man and not the ball. But nonetheless, penalty for Fiorentina, 32 minutes gone. So we've forced ourselves into a bad spot. Ollie Watkins stepping up and going left, and we guessed right. So 1-0 Fiorentina after 32 minutes. Ketelaere switching play out here to Rafael Leao, who will cut inside. We'll find Loftus-Cheek. Nowhere to go just yet. Did not want that pass to go to Rafael Leao. It'll end up with the Ketelaere. We'll find Benacer. Rafael Leao. Elise, that header was actually really good. Keeper had no chance of saving it, but it went over anyways, and that'll be the end of the first half. Teo Hernandez, I see the ball over the top to Rafael Leao. Looks like we are going to be able to get there. We're going to be able to look inside for Jimenez early. Oh, what a powerful shot that is. To level the game at 1 after 64 minutes. Let's go pick up the ball, and let's get back to midfield. Soddle to Bonaventura. Great shot. Diogo Costa, though, with an excellent save. De Ketelaere picking up a yellow card for a challenge in midfield earlier. But Diogo Costa, I can't speak on it enough. I did a little bit on the last episode. He is making some incredible saves. Saves that I did not see Magnan making, at least not as much, last year. We're going to be able to clear that one away. Or are we? Parisi, Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins misses the target. That is something you will not see very much. Rafael Leao. Oh, trying to get that ball through to actually Christian Pulisic. That header is insane that we got over to him. Rafael Leao out on the right wing now. We took Elise off for Pulisic. Moved Leao over Kalulu. Not the guy we want shooting, but Loftus-Cheek is all right. And we'll fire it at the keeper who saves. Rafael Leao sending that corner in. Oh, Buongiorno with a terrible shot. It looks like Pobega might be down in the box. He might have gotten injured. We just brought him on like 2 seconds ago, so we're going to take him off, I guess. And we'll put Joro Hato in that position. Actually, we'll move Hato. I don't know. Maybe we should we'll put Teo Hernandez at CDM. I don't feel like that's a bad spot for him to be in. And then we'll move Hato out to that left center back or left back position. Loftus-Cheek. Christian. Shot. Oh, what a save. This keeper has done very well for Fiorentina today. Don't know who to send this cross in with. We'll go with Teo Hernandez, even though he's not great at it. It could work out. Tomori sends it just wide. Oh my goodness, Fiorentina. What, ref? You cannot blow the whistle right there. We would have been on a break. And it would have been like 2-on-1 in defense. But they will blow the whistle. That will be full time, and that will be a 1-1 draw with Fiorentina. It looks like Pobega's injury was actually only for 5 days, so it's really not that big of a deal. So unfortunate, but we'll get through it. And we'll move straight into our game against Copenhagen. So this is a very big game for the episode because essentially, if we win this game, we'll put ourselves in almost a perfect spot to move on to the next round. With only 2 games remaining, if we win this game, we'll have 9 points. And Copenhagen will only have 4. So the likelihood we would go through would be pretty high, especially with a game against Rangers still left to play, who have been pretty poor in the Champions League run this game or this season. So Copenhagen's lineup will be very similar to the way it was last game. So no real changes there. And then, of course, you guys saw our lineup. So let's get to this one. Need a win here. Ooh, Calabria with a good interception there. We're going to look for De Ketelaere if he's making that run. He is. Oh, and somehow gets it to Santiago Jimenez. Off the crossbar. Probably should have looked for a pass. But Teo Hernandez will knock that one down to Benacer. Look inside for Elise. Try to catch the keeper off guard. Go for a low shot, but it didn't work. De Ketelaere. Oh, we've got a perfect ball through to Rafael Leao. And he will finish it off. 20 minutes gone. 1-0 AC Milan. Ooh, De Ketelaere with a great pass again. Turn the team press on for just a second to see how we would do, and it looks like it's working out well for us. Rafael Leao, Reinders. Oh, gets caught up. Somehow ends up with the ball still. De Ketelaere will fire it into that bottom left corner, and Charles De Ketelaere fires us 2-0 ahead of FC Copenhagen. Ooh, good pass by Armstrong to El Yunusi. Gets it back to Klaassen. Probably not the greatest move. El Yunusi gonna fire that one out of bounds. Good defense by Calabria. Oh, Klaassen starting off that second half. Very good. Copenhagen getting a shot away. Diogo Costa having to make another save. But again, he's always there. Elise, wow, gets in the way of that. We get tackled on the edge of the box. Falk finds Larson. Larson finds Armstrong. And Costa is in perfect position again to make yet another save. And it's just incredible. He's everywhere. I mean, he's given up a few goals this season, but I don't even know if he's given up that many. Larson to Falk. Falk pushing forward. Diogo with it. Oh, wow. Actually going to get a shot away. Diogo Costa not able to make a save, but it goes wide. El Yunusi on the edge of the box now. Looking for a way forward. Teo Hernandez keeping him at bay very well. I mean, he's just making a lot of moves, but not actually going anywhere. Can't get it off of him, though. And then Teo Hernandez tracks back and gets the interception. And then we'll get it across field eventually to Pulisic. Inside to Okafor. Okafor to Adley. Adley with a shot. And Adley with a goal. 3-0 Milan over Copenhagen. And I think that's Adley's first goal of the season and maybe the first goal of this career mode. I'm not really sure if he scored one last year, but great finish by the young central midfielder. And off the kick, that will be the final whistle. So a 3-0 win, 3 points in the bag, a 5-point lead over Copenhagen in third place. I think we're probably through to the next round, barring anything dramatic happening. And I wanted to take a second to just show you guys the player stats around the league, show you who the top scorers are, things like that in the Serie A and in the Champions League. So as of right now, the top scorers in the Serie A, Lautaro Martinez and Santiago Jimenez, both on 9. So both players having a pretty good start to the season. There's some other players, notable players up there. Leal, though, for us, sitting down in 15th place. And then at the bottom, Elise's got 4 goals as well. But as far as assists goes, Loftus-Cheek is up there as well. He's got 5 assists just in the league this season, but he's also got a few in the Champions League, as well as Leal over here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Champions League, actually, as well. We can scroll over there. And so top scorers is going to be Vitinha over at Marseille. Harry Kane at Bayern as well with 5. But no Milan players as of yet. And it doesn't look like we got any in the top 25. So we must be spreading the love around a lot. But Loftus-Cheek up there as well with 3 in the Champions League. And as far as clean sheets go, I feel like Costa has more than 3 clean sheets in the league as well. And back in Serie A. But he only has 3 through 12 games. Which, again, it doesn't feel like he has that few. But he apparently does. As far as the squad stats go in general, I'll show that here in the middle of the episode this time just to show you guys where we're at. I mean, the front 3 looking great. Backup players looking great. Midfielders looking great. I mean, right now everyone's looking pretty good. Christian Pulisic still isn't great. I mean, he's getting very limited game time, but again, he doesn't really score much. He doesn't really get many assists, so he's kind of one of those, oddball players where I just don't know what to do with him. He's worth like 50 million, so we could easily sell him if we needed the money, but we don't. So, I mean, we're still sitting with well over 300 million in the budget, so we might as well just keep him around, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and get into this game against Sassuolo. Sassuolo currently sitting in 7th place, 19 points so far this season. Pretty good start to the season so far for them. We're currently down in 4th place technically, but again, the race at the top is it's very tight. So I imagine this season's going to be a lot like last, where it's going to come down to the final couple days. Their lineup is going to go as follows. Of course, Joris Kuipers, we actually have out on loan to them, I believe. We sold them Matteo Gabbia, so their 2 center backs are both technically players that played for us or are playing for us. Our lineup's going to look like this. We're going to start Okafor up top, get him some game time. Kind of an unpopular decision, maybe just because Jimenez is so good, but we're going to start Klulu out at right back as well, and then Loftus-Cheek midfield, and those are going to be the switches. Teo Hernandez up to an 89 overall. Wow, we send in a cross from Rafael Leao, and Teo Hernandez ends up on the end of it, and that will fire us ahead 1-0 after just 6 minutes. Got a corner from a cross that, went out of bounds from the defenders knocking it out. So lovely to see us get a goal off of a corner and off of a set piece. We haven't done it too much this season to start the year off, but Teo Hernandez gets us to a lead of 1-0. Rami passed down to Loriente, just trying to keep the defenders in a good spot. Both of them surrounding Loriente, and we're able to get that one away. Reinders going to get that pass down to Rafael Leao. We're going to look inside. Teo Hernandez is there. Not exactly the player I was looking for. Benacer is going to take a shot, and the keeper will just let it go out for a corner. So that's very interesting. We're going to let Leao take this one as well, see if he can get another assist under his belt. We'll look for Teo Hernandez again. It's going to find Tamori, who will... Djokovic trying to cross one in. Teo Hernandez gets in front of that, but then, tracks back so well to get in front of that pass as well. Loftus-Cheek going to end up with a yellow card for his challenge. I don't know if the Sassuolo player ended up with a yellow card for theirs, but nonetheless, corner here after 28 minutes. Clearing away. Can't clear it away then, but Costa will collect. And Reinders gets taken out again. Leao pushing forward. What a shot! Oh my goodness, I wish we would have scored that one. Loftus-Cheek sticks with it. Finds Elise. Okafor will finish it off. 2-0 here after 40 minutes. Sassuolo. I mean, they should have a player sent off by now, but luckily for us, it doesn't matter. We'll take the 2-goal lead. There's Rami pushing forward. Finds a pass to Abel Ruiz. Costa with a save. Costa with another save. He is incredible, but I don't think he can save that one. Lopez with a good shot to get them one back here at the end of the first half. Oh my goodness. Reinders just absolutely takes out Fortezzi, trying to get a tackle in without giving up a penalty. Andrews to Lopez, Abel Ruiz, Zivkovic, and we'll clear it out with Tamori. Oriente takes it short. Bajrami, nowhere to go just yet. Zivkovic. Just need to maintain our closeness in the box with our defenders. Oriente can't get it off of him still. Bajrami now with it. They're not doing much with it. They'll take a shot and we'll clear it out. Okafor with a ball of dreams though to Liao. And it goes off the post or off the crossbar and Kuipers clears it away. Benacer, sort of getting in a tackle. Don't really have anywhere to go. I mean, both teams are just turning it over back and forth. Probably haven't been very many highlights in this second half because I don't know if either team is really doing much. Loriente is skipping past our player though. Going to try to keep Tamori in a neutral position until Kalulu can get back, and then Loriente is just going to dribble it out of bounds. All right. And they get another yellow card. Ruiz to Zivkovic. Pushing forward. We're not staying in front of him. Wow, Costa. Near post save yet again. Can't talk about it enough. 87 minutes gone now. We do not need to give up a goal here. We're going to clear this one out with Tamori, or try to at least. It's going to land with them again. But Reinders ends up with it and sends a ball to Jimenez, who subs on for Okafor. And Jimenez will fire it into the back of the net. 3-1 Milan over Sassuolo. 91st minute goal seals it. Thank you, Mr. Santiago Jimenez. And that will take us to yet another international break. Our next game will be against Sampdoria, which we are going to simulate. And that'll be the final game of the episode. And we'll get into the next episode against Liverpool, and against other teams as well. I forgot who was there. Liverpool, Atalanta, Lazio, Rangers. I mean, that's going to be a crazy month. We're going to simulate the Salernitana and Palermo games, but a very, very crazy month coming up that could have a lot of ramifications on our season. So let's go ahead and get to the Sampdoria game. It looks like Sampdoria running a 4-3-3 lineup or 4-3-2-1, maybe a variation of it. I'm not too sure. I haven't really seen this lineup before, or this formation before. So let's go ahead and get into this game. We're going to go with a slight rotation. Pobega coming back in the midfield. Calabria getting back at right back. But we are going to start Christian Pulisic out on that left wing. Hopefully try to get him going, get him into some good form over Rafael Leao just for this game. So we'll see. We're going to hit that quick sim real quick. Then we get a 4-0 win. Jimenez with a goal, Pulisic with a goal, Benacer, and Jimenez with another one. So Jimenez with a brace. Let's go look at the ratings real quick. It looks like Pulisic had a 9.5. So did very well. Only Teo Hernandez and Elise came off for Juro Hato and Salamaker. So not as many subs as I would like to see, but I love seeing a 4-0 win. And that'll send us to the top of the table momentarily. All the teams behind us have a game in hand and still can very easily overtake us. But as of right now, I mean, you're looking at the best team in the league. 32 goals scored, 12 goals allowed, which is both the most goals scored and the least goals allowed. So, I mean, we're kind of dominating the league at this point. There's not much else to say. Even on ultimate difficulty, player-based difficulty on, some of these games do seem very easy, and maybe I'm just having a pretty good day of FIFA. I've actually recorded the last few episodes all in one day, so, maybe I'm just having a really good day. Up next, we will have that game against Liverpool in the next episode, but I will leave you with the squad stat screen to leave off the episode. So thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Look at Santiago Jimenez just going crazy, as well as Leao, and then Elise is doing pretty good too. And then, everybody else is doing great. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.